Pete and Tim, thank you for your welcomes as well. It is a real pleasure to be here, to be part of honoring our three new inductees to the Emory Sports Hall of Fame. People who have contributed to the culture, the ethos of student athletics here at Emory. And that ethos is probably not something I need to explain in this room, but I'm going to say something about it. Maybe the way to describe that a little bit is by describing about what athletics at Emory is not. And Emory athletics is not adjunct, separate, to the side, an enterprise that focuses on victory at the cost of academic standards and at the loss of engagement in university life for our athletes. It's not that. But it's also not the other. It's not just about programs for participation without commitment to excellence. There is an expectation for excellence. And this is an ethos, by the way, that permeates, it's completely consistent with everything else that goes on at Emory. It's why our School of Medicine modified its curriculum just 3 years ago. Imagine that it wasn't educating people to become physicians, it was just training doctors. In fact, they said, perhaps we've been overtraining and undereducating. It's the same reason that students don't join our business school or our nursing school in their freshman year, but rather take time in the first 2 years to have a broader exposure to what it means to be educated in the liberal arts tradition. We're not just educating business people, or training business people, training physicians, or training attorneys. We are educating people to practice law, to practice medicine, to be in business. And similarly, we are educating people who express the human spirit through athletics. Now, our goal is also to instill aspirations for excellence across the university. And that is, there's no place better that's epitomized in our athletics programs. Greatness is to accompany this goodness that I've been talking about. Excellence of mind and greatness of heart, both of which are required for success in athletics and in life. And can you really do that? Can it really work? And people in this room have proved that it can. The kind of culture that you've helped to grow here, the kind of ethos that exists, is one that to this day produces student athletes. In fact, I think year after year we remind you, and it's again true this year, that Emory's athletes enjoy or earn a grade point averages slightly higher than the rest of the student body at Emory. And yet we've been one of the top we've been one of 3 D3 schools in the top 10 for the past 9 years in the Directors' Cup competition. Just this past year we were 6th out of 310 schools who even got any points to compete in that. We have 64 NCAA post-grad scholars in our history, 47 of them only since the year 2000, which, by the way, is the second highest total of any NCAA member school in any division. Yes, you've been able to make it work, that this kind of ethos for excellence, goodness, and greatness can exist. So we thank you. Maybe that's what this evening is all about, in addition to congratulating your winners, is to say thank you for the kind of example you give to the entire campus.